Okay, Charlie, we're doing things a little bit different tonight. What we're going to do is we have some random samples here from viewers who were kind enough, actually
The viewer, Dave Vogelsang, sent us
David
stuff.
V, yes.
You know what we should do?
What?
Pick one and drink it.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right, let's do that.
I think. Since they always get sent to your house for some reason, I don't know what these are. So the labels are facing away. I haven't even seen them. I'm sure you probably have, but I'm gonna mix them up and I'm gonna let you pick one. All right, so whatever you pick.
I'm not looking. Okay, all right. We ready?
What? I'm having fun.
All right. Yeah, this is great television. Okay.
Yeah, this is
Are we done?
Viewers love this.
All right, here we go.
Pick one.
Thank you, Dave. I'm going to pick no.
Some of those are really dark.
Some of them, well, I think it's the bottle, and that's deceptive. So I'm gonna go this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
That's
that one.
really creative, picking the first one.
I'm gonna go that one.
All right, so
This
let's
one.
see what it is.
Thank you, Dave Vogelsang.
Oh, good pick.
I can't see-
Russell's Reserve 15 year.
Let's go.
Thank you, David. That's a nice one.
Dave, you
now
wonderful man.
Now I want to see what
No,
else
don't
do-
look at them. No,
Okay,
no,
okay,
don't look at them all, because we're going to do this again.
sounds-
Russell's Reserve, 15 years old,
Starting
bourbon
out
whiskey,
hot.
2024 limited edition, 117.2 proof. You can't read that, but that's what it is.
All right, so how should we do this? Should we just taste it and review it? Should we? What do you want to do?
Well, we haven't had this. Well,
I've had a sample of it.
Glenn has fashion friends.
No,
So he's
and
tasted it.
After Kentucky Bourbon Fest, Bruzel invited us over to his Airbnb, and I did get a little sample of this. And I'm not going to tell you what I thought of it.
Yeah, you can't be
because-
trusted.
Well,
It was a long
first
day
of
at
all,
Bourbon
it was a
Festival,
long day.
Yeah.
You weren't there. Not sure why.
Reasons.
It's a long day, so who knows? So I'm not going to taint your opinion of this.
So
I'm not going to taint my own.
I'm very excited for this one because
I just said taint twice.
Taint. I'm excited for this one. This one's taken some heat because it's a $250 retail.
It is.
And it was one of those that I was like, well, if we came upon it, would I buy it at $250? Because
I feel like that's one you kind of have
yeah, and that's the thing. So number one, thank you, Dave, for sending us this.
Absolutely.
What if we compared it to something?
What do you want to compare it to?
So it takes heat for being too expensive. What if we compared it to
Wild Turkey 101?
No, let's not go crazy. What if we compared it to a single barrel Russell's Reserve?
I guess I would say
Like
that
110
would be
proof?
pretty fair. Pretty fair comparison. Do you have one?
Yes, I do. I should have two. Through the
Okay.
magic of editing.
I know this is fascinating to watch.
Got it. Russell's Reserve.
Okay, that was quick. So
This is, well, they're all right there. This is a Russell's Reserve. It says 8 years, but I don't think that's right. Boom.
What do you mean? You
That's
don't
a-
think it's right? If
that's
it
a
says
beat-
8 year.
It's a Beastmaster's pick.
Okay.
So I gotta find my sticker.
Why do you not think it's right? If it says 8 years on the bottle, why would you think that's wrong?
What's the number on it? Is it 22033? Right there?
Yep. No.
005.
Yeah.
So this is Top Gherkin. Look at that tater
Love your
sticker.
stickers.
Top Gherkin from
Love your
Beastmasters.
stickers.
Fourth floor, Camp Nelson, 9 years old. It says 9 years old. So we've got some disparaging or some differing. This was $90 from the good folks at Beastmasters. These are typically excellent. This one is no exception.
So I didn't expect this. So do we have any details on the 15-year?
117.4 proof,
117.4.
$250 retail. This is 110 proof.
Okay.
But really what we're comparing is, and we just did this episode on the Knob Creek.
Yeah.
We just
Is
did
it
a Knob
worth-
Creek 18 versus 12. One's 180 something.
So are we going to blind this like we did in Knob
No,
Creek?
let's
or
just
are we-
pour them up and try them.
Okay.
Let's just pour them.
more glasses.
We need. All right.
You can tell we put a lot of thought and effort into this episode.
We'll use the baby Glens. Look at the baby Glens.
Oh yeah, the baby clean.
Bourbon Festival. Thank you, Dave Vogelsang, for this.
Absolutely.
I am really excited to try this Russell's 15 because I have heard mixed reviews.
I'm excited for you.
I've talked to some people who told me, they said, hey, I'm not going to tell you what I think about it.
I want to hear.
I want you to find one.
Who told you that? Your neighbor?
My neighbor.
I knew it.
Jens.
Aaron, shout out.
Jens. Shout out to Jens too. Okay, so I think we probably ought to start with the Russells. Ooh, Big Pop.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
But Beastmasters is very well known for picking top shelf.
Are they?
Yes. Especially on the wild turkeys and the Russells. So
it's hard to go wrong.
let's compare a little color, shall we?
Wow. Big difference.
I would say a shade, a shade darker.
At least.
The 15 is a little
shades,
darker.
I would say.
But 9 versus 15, we're talking about 6 years, people. But we're also talking about 170 bucks.
Yeah.
So give it a little swirl. And puts a ring around it.
You know what? It's been a while since I've had some wild turkey.
Some Russells. Dude, Russells, these are good bottles. They're always good bottles. And wild turkey, and you get that wild turkey funk, man. I love it. So I'm excited for this. This could be a good episode. Could be maybe our first.
There's that just...
It's so good.
It's so instantly identifiable.
Instantly identifiable as wild turkey cola.
Yeah.
Like just cherry cola.
Jinx.
You owe me a cherry cola.
No ethanol.
Just awesome.
All right, let's get into it.
Yep.
Cheers.
I want to get to that Russells. Thanks, Dave.
That's so damn good.
Fudge me, that's good.
What do we drink? What are we doing? Why do we drink anything other?
You know,
I guess we have to make
yeah,
our channel
we kind of have to.
Yeah.
Man, that's really good. It's everything you want. The nose kind of carries over to the palate.
It does.
The mouthfeel is light and effervescent, but you still get all that big bull bourbon flavor. You get
deep chocolate, cherry.
But it's still sweet. You get that nice corn sweetness, and then you get some nice barrel character. It's not super oaky. There is some dry oak kind of on the finish,
but definite oak on the finish.
But it's not super oaky. But it's also only 9 years old.
Right.
But I feel like proof-wise, it's excellent. 110 proof.
Absolutely.
So now comes the big question. I'm going to take one more sip of this.
Okay. You do that. I'm going to hang on to mine so I can go back to it.
This is the part in the episode where we call a call to action.
Now's the time on Sprockets Vavidance.
And we don't do that.
Do you want to touch my monkey?
No. Stop. We're going to edit that out.
No.
Call to action.
We're not.
Like and subscribe if you want more Glenn being peculiar. Palate cleanse. He can't. He's out of water.
I can't. I'm out of water. So.
All right, here we go.
My palate is so
Dave
advanced that I don't even have to palate cleanse.
Glenn doesn't know what vanilla smells like. All right, we're going to swirl our tiny little Bourbon Festival Glencairns. Yours looks like a normal Glencairn.
It's all in the hands, buddy.
It puts...
This one seems to be a little... Is it less viscous?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
Who cares?
Little Glenn. We're going to nose it. We're going to nose it. Ooh.
That's even better. That's even better. It's got like almost like a Dr. Pepper note to it.
It's just that to the, just ratcheted up.
So much, it's deeper.
Everything is
so
deeper.
Much deeper and darker.
It's deeper on the sweet, it's deeper on the spice, it's deeper on the oak.
This smells like it's just going to be so freaking good.
That is that's an unbelievable nose.
There's some baking spice in there that's really nice.
Holy monkey, that's awesome.
Wow, that's a great nose.
You hit them all. Everything he said, I'm just excited to be here.
Let's drink it. It's a lot different.
It is. Wow.
Charlie's speechless. Has that ever happened?
That is an unbelievably good bottle of sample bottle.
Of sample.
It is so far and above. Here's how I thought this would go. I thought they would be similar. And I thought you'd be like, well, yes, at 250, but
They aren't similar
they're
at all.
not similar at all. It's not close. They're not even the same species of turkey.
Well, first of all, let's talk about this.
Okay.
This is a single barrel.
It is a single barrel.
This is not. Right? Is it a single barrel?
No, I do not believe
Okay.
Russell's Reserve.
I don't think
I
it is.
believe it is batched.
Okay.
Which
So that's a big difference.
yes,
You can get a lot of variation between
yes,
barrels.
you can. But that's one of the things we love about Russell's is their cherry barrels, right?
Yeah.
Like they have a flavor. We were just gushing over this 50 seconds ago, and then you drink this and you're like, oh, okay, my palate just exploded.
I will say.
You talk about what it tastes like.
Okay.
To the
So there's a lot of oak. Like the finish is still going. And it's been what, a minute and a half since we drank theirs. A lot of oak. Deep, dark, baking spices, molasses, I would say. And so we talked about how the nose really followed through on the
Yeah.
palate on this one.
Yes.
This is not the same. This it's just a different monster.
It's
right?
almost it's overwhelming how much dark,
Yeah.
overpowering it. Oh man,
I'll be honest, I don't know which one I like better.
I will
I think
punch you
they're
in the face.
No, I think they're both great.
Uh,
They're both great, but they are so different. These are completely different mood bourbons, which is crazy to say, right?
I want people. So these are tiny Glens, and they look even tinier when I have them, which I love. This is one of those bourbons. Occasionally, I will have a bourbon where I will think to myself, if you look up bourbon in the dictionary, if you needed to explain aliens land, right? And they're like, we want to know what bourbon tastes like. You'll be like, well, it tastes like this. This is what bourbon is supposed to taste like. Russell's Reserve 15-year, 117.2 proof. This is what bourbon is supposed to taste like. And this is, man,
Times two.
This is great. This is a great bottle. If you think that it's overpriced at $250, you're wrong, and you should be ashamed and go stand in the corner for a little while. I love this. This is awesome. This is
What I
awesome.
will say is, if you're just looking for that wild turkey Russell's Reserve profile that you love and know so well, and that's what you want, buy the Russell. You're not going to buy this one. This is a single barrel Beastmaster pick, but go with what you can find on the shelf, right?
Yeah.
If you want something different, like something like to really shake things up,
I feel like I haven't talked about what that tastes like to me. So I'm going to get into it because I feel like I was overwhelmed.
do it.
Oak on the front, oak on the mid, oak on the finish.
It's very oak.
The mouth feel is unbelievable. It's bursts of, like, it's spicy in my upper, like, the spice gets up here, like, in my mouth, like, up in my upper cheeks. It's so good, but I could see how it wouldn't be for everybody because it is an intense flavor. It is very oaky. It is spicy. I feel like it's proofed perfectly, but I could see how someone who's not used to 117
Might think it's over.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It is. I typically lean toward a sweeter, especially on the front. There's not a lot of sweetness on this.
It's not a lot. It starts out a little sweet, but then that really gets overwhelmed by the oak.
But it's not bitter. How is it a pleasant, oaky experience from start to finish? I really like that bottle. I'm just gonna drink this.
That's an interesting bottle. I feel like, and I hate to say this, It's not quite as nuanced as the Beastmaster's pick. This is more just straightforward. It's this, this, and this, right? Like, boom, punches you right in the mouth. This is what it is. Now the nose, I love. Like,
well, I won the lottery, but they gave it to me all in 20s.
No, what
and
I'm
I
saying-
would have liked to have some 10. I understand what you're saying about the nuanced and how intense that is, but there are not a lot of experiences
right.
that you can get like that.
I don't know if I've tasted something like this.
Modern?
Just recently, like, what tastes like this?
No, I'm asking, like because this is going to sound crazy. The only thing that jumps into my memory, and I know every experience is different, it's not the same, but it gives me vibes of the old National Distillers in terms of the depth of flavor, about how it makes I'm not talking about mouthfeel, I'm talking about how it makes your mouth feel. Those are two different things. This is, buckle up, you're going on a ride.
Yeah.
I think this is Jimmy Russell, baby.
The nose.
Eddie Russell.
I love the nose.
Nose is unbelievable.
I think I love the nose more than I do the palate.
I like them. I mean, I love them both.
And that's not taking anything away
Okay.
from the palate. Are we
So-
going to rate them?
No. We're going to try to bring this back together because I feel like we've gone off the rails because Charlie had a religious experience. I don't know.
I feel like a lot of people aren't going to like this.
I can see
It's
that.
too much oak for some people.
I do not disagree with anything that you're saying. Some people, that is not for everybody.
This is more palatable to the average person.
I'm going to nose this, even though this is like nosing literally a Coca-Cola after having that.
I mean, there's a lot more.
I don't disagree with you.
dough and chocolate and
I'm going to drink it.
all kinds of bakery stuff going on in there. They're a lot different. Just very different.
You know,
Rate it.
rate what?
The 15?
9. I don't care.
Really?
I don't care. Fight me in the Walmart parking lot. I don't care. I'm giving that a 9. That is the best thing I've had this year. The thing that I have enjoyed the most this year, because that is pure, unadulterated, unbridled bourbon, Kentucky bourbon, all up in your face. It's going to be oaky. It's going to give you some spice. And it's going to take you on a ride, and it's 117.4 proof. It's a 9. I give that a 9. That is my favorite thing I've drank this year.
I'm going to give it an 8.8.
I won't fight
And
you
that's
over it.
just because of lack of complexity. Which there's nothing wrong with that. It is what it is, and what's there is great. It's just, I feel like it's a lot of oak. It's a lot of oak.
So,
Don't get me wrong, I like it. I love it.
I feel like, okay,
But there's not a ton of complexity there.
there is not.
And I said
But-
what I said. I stand by it. Doesn't
right.
mean it's not good. It's great.
Here's
an 8.8.
here's what I will say to the complexity, and because I agree with you, I like complicated, interesting, take you for a ride bourbons. I like things that are outside that surprise you, but there's nothing complicated about the space shuttle, right? It's designed to do one thing and one thing only. It's designed to go into space. This is the space shuttle.
Tell Elon Musk there's nothing complicated about
You know what I
shooting
mean?
a rocket into space.
No, what I mean, I'll elaborate. Nobody's going to Elon and being like, well, the seats aren't very comfortable and there aren't enough room for my luggage and my family. It's built with a purpose. That's what I mean by that. This, Russell's 15-year, is built with a purpose.
You know what I compare this to? I know you're on a roll and your soliloquy is going on and on. You know what I compare this to? And I'm not saying it tastes like it. I compare this to Stag. Honestly, it's a punch you in the mouth. It is what it is. It's really great, but there's not a ton of complexity to it. I'm not saying,
Dave.
I'm not comparing it to Stag. It doesn't taste like Stag. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Do you have any Stag left that I gave
do.
you for Christmas?
Yes, I do.
Dave, if you could be so kind as to send us one more sample, I will send you 5 more samples of, I don't even know what, but we're going to do a blind.
It's better than Stag. Don't get
Stag
me wrong.
versus
It is
Russell's
better
15.
than Stag. It is better than Stag. I will say that.
I'm so mad right now.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. It's like Stag, I can drink it and I know it's really good. I can taste it. I can appreciate it for what it is. But I'm not going back to it a lot because it's a chore. It's a chore to drink. This is a bit of a chore to drink.
No, it's not.
A little
if
bit.
I were a man of means, I would only exclusively drink Russell's 15 117.4. Yes. Yes. That's what bourbon is supposed to taste like. Oaky
You would
in your face.
exclusively drink this over anything else.
If Jimmy and Eddie
You're
Russell.
already regretting what you just said.
No, Jimmy and Eddie Russell, if you're listening to this, I will sign a contract right now for the next 12 months. I will only drink Russell's 15, and I will be entirely happy with that.
I don't believe you. I think you're saying something right now that you may believe in this moment, but I don't think you will believe it 2 days from now.
I disagree.
I just don't.
If you want more hard-hitting Russell's Reserve content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, make sure to turn into our pay-per-view when I beat the crap out of Glenn in the octagon that I made in my backyard.
Can't catch me. Also, check us out
Got him.
on Facebook and Instagram at So Into Bourbon, TikTok, Whiskey Realtor, and as always, Charlie, tell them what to do.
You gotta keep your wallets loose, people.
And those bungholes tight.
Good night, everybody. God bless you, Eddie Russell.
Charlie's wrong.
Charlie's always right.
Oh.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Now we're recording.
Hey, do you know what really helps when you're trying to film a semi-successful YouTube channel is
record.
Press the record button. So we're going to try this again.
All right.
Full disclosure, we haven't filmed in 3 weeks. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
2, 1, go. Different. I call this random samples from viewers night.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Yes.
Random samples from people who may
We
watch.
put a lot of effort into this. We did.
I know.
I feel like maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I don't like. That's kind of the.
I love it. Stay tuned. Let's see what we end up with.